Y'all blew up my video and I got tons of hate for showing people how I'm able to make $16,000 a month passively. Some people were saying it was a scam, others were calling me a liar, some people were even calling my business model rent seeking, whatever that means. But people were not happy to see that I'm doing well for very little effort. So why is everyone upset about this? I think the problem is that people are misunderstanding my business model because I'm not just selling a course. If you're new here, I started a payment processing ISO, so basically I give businesses their POS systems, then I get a percentage of every single card transaction in that business. From all the businesses I work with, I make about $16,000 a month. So the question remains, if I'm not selling a course, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to grow my own ISO by recruiting people who want to start their own payment processing business and build up residual income. There is a large training aspect to it, and a course is part of that, but that's only a sliver of what we're offering. In fact, if you work with us, we will even fund your deals by paying for your equipment so you can give them out to businesses for free. So to give you some context on the way my business model works, if you were going to go out and build your own payment processing business on your own, you'd have a couple options. The first option would be to become a registered ISO. But if you go that route, there are tons of barriers to entry. You would have to pay up to $10,000 to register with each card brand, and you'd have to go through a gauntlet of compliance and regulatory programs. But there is another option, which is becoming a sub ISO. That's where you approach an existing ISO and become an ISO below them. If you were to do it this way, there are two types of ISOs that you could approach. ISO number one is going to train you quite a bit. They're going to provide a ton of back-end support and help, but because they're directing resources towards you, you're not going to make as much residual. They may only give you 30% of the residual from the accounts that you put on. ISO number two is the complete opposite. You can make a lot more money, like up to 80% residual, but you're going to be completely on your own. So if you sign up with them, they're basically going to be like, all right, great, go have at it. And that never ends well for new people. But then there's us, and our business model is the best of both worlds. So with us, there's an upfront investment that goes towards us teaching you the industry and providing you with the support you'll need to succeed. But because you invested in the beginning, we are then able to offer you much better splits on the residual. So long term, you're way better off with us. So with that said, I'm not just selling a course. I'm recruiting people who want to start their own business as a sub ISO and be their own boss. So if you want to escape the rat race, get out of your 9 to 5, or even just start a side hustle, there's a free training. You can check it out at the link in my bio.